Hi guys, it's me, Rusty78609 is my channel on YouTube. My name is Rusty, and I just returned from an 11-day camping trip in my Toyota Prius. I have a 2013 Toyota Prius, package 2, and I went from central Texas up into northern New Mexico and spent 11 days. And I'll just give you a summary of my expenses for that total trip. Again, I left from Central Texas near Kingsland, Texas, and went up into New Mexico. My first stop, I stayed at a Motel 6 on the way out of Texas because it takes forever to get out of this state. I stayed in a Motel 6 in Van Horn, cost me $42. And then I went to Daddle Wells in New Mexico, which is a Bureau of Land Management campsite, and spent a day or two. And then I went over to El Morro National Monument, which is a free camping there. And then I went up to Blue Water Lake State Park in New Mexico and stayed there a few days. And then I went on up north of Taos, New Mexico, west of Cuesta, New Mexico, to a Bureau of Land Management campground called Wild Rivers, and very nice, elevation 7,500 feet plus or minus, really nice. And again, my senior citizen rate there was $350 per night, and for you guys, you regular normal people, it would be $7 a night, which is still okay. And so for 11 days, in the camping in a Prius, I went 2,830 miles. I averaged 51 miles per gallon. Get 'em, Prius. So I spent $115 on gas, and that figures out to it's $2.10 a gallon average for the whole trip. $2.10 per gallon at 51 miles per gallon. The camping fees, round numbers, around $40 for the whole 11 days, not including Motel 6. The meals, I did eat out a couple of times. I got a pizza, I did, and I ate the hell out of it. I was hungry. I made 4 meals out of it. I mean, can't eat that much anymore. I'm 71 now. And so anyway, eating out, and then the rest of it was just, stuff I picked up, a deli sandwich and stuff like that. So eating was practical. Well, it was the same on the road as it would have been had I been at home. No difference. As far as what it cost me to set up the Prius to go, this will be my sixth or seventh trip in the Prius, so I didn't have to spend anything. But I did buy an organizer. I had one, but it wasn't a very good one. I bought a new organizer at Walmart. Cost me $5. It hangs over the front seat. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. And then a piece of plywood to fix up where I sleep. And then, of course, water. I use gallon jugs. I usually take 3 gallons of water, 1 for shower and 2 for miscellaneous and drinking, or basically 1 for drinking and 1 for backup, in case I get to a spot where they don't have drinking water. And but anyway, so for the whole trip, you're looking at $150, for the whole thing for 11 days, $10 a day, roughly, and that's doable for anybody. How does that compare to an RV? Well, first of all, to go 2,800 miles in an RV, let me think about that. Assuming it was 10 miles a gallon, which it ain't, that's 280 gallons, 283 gallons. That'd be $560, or you're looking at $600 in gas in a motorhome or pulling a travel trailer, minimum. So how does it compare? Very good. I like it because I full-time RV for 23 years, and I know what it costs. So the Prius camping is wonderful. If you have a Prius, do it. You won't regret it. Also, I want to mention that on my homepage of my channel, Rusty78609, I have 2 playlists for camping in a Prius. One is generally camping in a Prius, and the second one is about the trip, the 11-day trip I just got back from. If you're going to go camping in your Prius, I would advise you to check them out, even though some of them may not be directly related to, setting up the Prius itself. There are several that are. In fact, one of them, I did a video of what my Prius looked like after 9 days on the road, and so you get to see the reality of it all. You know what I mean? It starts to look a little cluttered, but there's a little logic in all that clutter and stuff because you can't do much else. I mean, you could fold it real neatly and all that, but who cares, you know? But anyway, check out the playlist on my homepage if you're planning on going camping in a Prius because it'll certainly give you some ideas on things that might help you. And everybody's going to do it their own way. I realize that. I'm not perfect. I do it my way. I'm 71 years old. You younger guys and gals are going to do things differently, and that's wonderful. As far as internet access out in New Mexico and the areas I just told you about, you're not going to have much of that. You'll have it in the cities, like Grants, New Mexico, Taos, New Mexico. You can go to the libraries. You got access Socorro, New Mexico. You can go to the library. That's always good. But as far as cell phone, AT&T, Verizon's okay, but it's not everywhere either. I mean, there's a big block in the center of New Mexico that just is really spotty with either one, and I had both. I've got a track phone, Verizon. I've got a AT&T regular cell phone. Well, not really. It's a Cricket, but Cricket Wireless uses AT&T towers, and I use theirs because their service is about half the price of AT&T, and you get all the same towers anyway. So be that as it may, Prius campers and all you other campers and anybody else who's watching this, thumbs up to you guys. Carpe diem. Adios. And bye bye. I think I'm going insane, boys. Insane or outsane. Bye.